Alright, just doing a bit of practice here while we get ready for this to happen. Alright.
There's a car approaching. Stay behind the white line. Right side's clear. Okay, Greg, 15 minutes left, that's 15 minutes. What's your quickest lap in this session? What's your quickest so far? You're currently 1.2 0 seconds off the pace. Sector 1 is quick, Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace, Sector 3 is 0.37 off the pace. Good lap, that's your best in the session. You're now 0.8 off the leader's pace. Sector 1 time's okay. Second on your right. Clear right. That lap was at 122.75. Watch your speed. Box in 330 meters. Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now. Front left 94%. Rear left 94.
Hello? Nope.
Jimmy Peacock, if you can hear me, can you please go to pits and sort out your connection issue, please?
Hello?
Thank you, Jimmy.
Okay. Don't know. Okay, well, should be here somewhere on the screen, but apparently not. Reconnect. Am I here somewhere? Nope. Not here anywhere. Nope. 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 Intriguing. Alright, well, let's get Race Labs set up. Layout. Layouts. Duplicate layout. All this. Gen 3. Okay.
Yeah, Jimmy, that's stable now, so it should be fine.
Righto, ladies and gentlemen, let's kick this off. I'll be doing the briefing tonight, but Ryan's not here, so we'll kick this off now. Drivers, welcome to the Long Beach for round 3 of the MC Motorsports V8 Series. Tonight's race format will be as follows: 15 minutes open qualifying directly after this briefing. We'll have race 1 straight after that at 8 o'clock over 24 laps. Following the conclusion of race 1, we'll have a quick 5-minute break as a warm-up session, so feel free to be on track at this time. Race 2 will be over 48 laps. Sorry, my daughter's trying to kiss me. Quick. Love you. Race 2 over 48 laps will begin directly after the 5-minute break and will be a reverse top 10 of race 1's results. So race 2 generally will always be a reverse top 10, guys, so just be careful on that one. Quick reminder, fuel tank capacity has been capped at 61% or 81.1 litres, which is the maximum amount of fuel you can have in the car at any time. Race control will be adjudicating the race live. If you're involved in an incident you would like investigated by race control, please call them on the All Teams radio channel. State your car number and lap number. So, sorry, I'll just bugger this up again. Race control will take a look at your incident and advise the lobby of their findings via race control, voice chat and the text chat, guys. Drivers who disconnect or rage quit from the race before serving a race control penalty will be awarded 0 points for the race and handed a 1-round ban. I don't need to say that one because that's not applicable to this lobby. 17X will earn you a drive-through penalty. A further 10X will give you another one, so please drive carefully, guys. In race sessions, drivers must abide by the no escape rule. Drivers must request a tow from RC if needed. Drivers that tow without a request or confirmation will be handed a drive-through penalty. Practice and qualifying are exempt, guys, so feel free to tow during qualifying and practice. Penalty points are in effect. Drivers that manually disconnect from the race will be awarded 0 points. This also applies to drivers that do not finish the race. This can be due to damage, sitting in pit lane, etc. You must cross the line at the checkered flag to be classed as a finisher. And as you just heard with Jimmy, all drivers' ping and connection to the race server will be monitored by race control. So if race control do ask you to check something out there, please do what they say. Otherwise, you may just be removed from the race for the benefit of everyone else, guys. I think we all know by now, after each race, just continue around the track. Don't pull over and tow. This is just for the stream when Jared hooks into it. We do not tolerate deliberately dangerous or malicious driving at MC Motorsport. Any driver found to be doing so will be met with heavy penalties and possible removal from the series. Just a couple of track-specific rules, guys. Please be aware of drivers exiting pit lane as the exit is on the right-hand side of the track, close to a left-handed T1. Drivers exiting pits must stay right and make every effort not to impede an incoming driver on the racing surface. Drivers on the track must keep left at the apex of T1 if there is someone exiting the pit. But generally, the car on track will have the right of way. It will be the driver exiting pits' responsibility to avoid incident there, please. Lap 1, guys, please be aware of T1, T2 and T3, guys. For the fountain, it's probably going to be a lot slower and it'll be like a concertina effect. Please just be careful through there. Try and go through their single file, but if you have to go side by side, please give room where necessary. This also applies to the final corner hairpin on a lap 1, so please just take it easy through there. Don't kill anyone. Don't kill yourself, guys. Same old stuff. Steward's decision appeal form will be open to submit from 7/7/7/7 March. If you feel like submitting one of them and it goes through Wednesday at 7 p.m, the stewards will be waiting in the voice chat. So jump in there and you can talk to them about it. If anyone has any questions, please ask them now. But if not, good luck, everybody, and have some fun.
Alright, so I guess we'll see how this...
Apologies, I had my daughter hanging off me through half of that.
see how this pans out, I guess, as far as this goes. So I've adjusted my setup ready for qualifying. So I guess now it's just a matter of waiting for qualifying to actually start, and then we can go out and see how we can go with qualifying. So I guess at the moment, how to practice, what was I looking at? Is that over that way? What do we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th, and a bit under a second away from P1. But
checkered flags out. P9.
Racing with last week, so we'll see how we go, I guess. I think we might.
That's the end of the session. P9.
Not too far off the screen here. Should probably move that back over this way, maybe. Just seems. Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. Here we go for some qualifying action.
It exits clear. Alright, Greg, we've got 14 minutes to get a decent lap in. Track temperature's decreasing. It's now 22 Celsius.
Sorry, mate. All good, brother.
Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace. You're a tenth off the pace in Sector 2. Sector 3 is 0.29 off the pace. P4. Car left. Hold your line. Clear left. Place. You're currently 1.2 seconds off the leader's pace. Sector 1 is 2.9 seconds off the pace. You're a second off the pace in Sector 2. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 3. 3 laps of fuel remaining. For the pit speed limit, box in 310 metres. Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now. Left front 97%, left rear 95.
Race control, can we have a look at my second lap at turn 1, please?
Copy 311.
there's a car approaching. Don't cross the white line. Watch your mirrors. Blue flag. Blue flag, white flag, we'll need to pit to serve the penalty. You've got 3 laps to serve this penalty. Take care, there's a car approaching. Blue flag. Cold tyres all around. Flag.
Alright, incident on lap 2 with 311. It's just going to be a general warning to all drivers. Please use your relative coming out of pit lane. If there is a car coming down the straight waiting the pit lane exit, don't come out on track, please.
Okay, Greg, you've got about 4 laps of fuel left. B13. That's your quickest lap. That puts you 1.0 off the pace. We estimate 3 laps of fuel left. 2/10 off the pace in sectors 1 and 2. Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace. Session P9.
Only just got that lap in. Holy dooly. Alright. Make sure I load the race setup. Where are we? Long Beach race. Okay. Good. And just move them down and center.
Simon, radio check.
90 seconds.
Oh, good, mate.
No worries, thank you. And now, request to tow is now in effect, thank you.
No escape rules now in effect, gentlemen. Good luck.
60 seconds.
Yeah, good luck all.
Okay, Greg, it's a strong field, but we're expecting you to finish in the top 90. Okay, standing start. Okay, get ready. Go, go, go. Clear right. Incident in turn 2, looks like Cruppet. Right side's clear.
Caution at fountain, caution at fountain.
Yep, race control, are you able to do that?
Copy.
E7.
Yeah, race control 217 down the back straight. First lap.
Copy 217.
side and you're in the middle. Still there. Right side's clear. Clear all round. Car left. Clear left. On your right. Clear right. There's an incident in turn 1. It looks like it's alright. Clear right. There's an incident in turn 6. We think it might be Stevens.
Sorry, Red Control, can you see a quick there?
Say again, 221.
Is there meant to be a quick there? Or fast there?
There is one set in the session, yes.
Cool.
On your right. Still there. He's still there. Hold your line. Still there. He's still there. He's still there. Still there. Still there.
Brake control, car
Clear right.
51 is blinking on my screen.
7th position. Okay, Greg, the next car is Stevens.
Copy that,
Car
975.
number 51, and their rating is 2.1.
'51, we are going to monitor your ping. If we deem it any further, you're going to have to tow. car 989, drive through for contact with 999 lap 1.
This is terrific. Exactly what we came here for. E5.
Car 51, please pull over at a safe place and tow to pits. Fix your pit.
There's an incident in turn 1. Looks like it's Stevens.
Lap 1 incident with 217 and 28, no further action.
Race control car 61.
Go ahead,
There's an
51.
incident in turn 11.
Am I
Looks
allowed
like
to enter the track again now?
Well done, Greg. This is terrific.
Yes, so if
Exactly what
your
we came here
pin
for.
does
E4.
go off again, I'll be forced to remove you from the server, sorry.
Left side. Clear left. Incident in turn 1. We think it might be Williams.
Car 975 requesting towed.
Car left. Clear left.
Caution hairpin, caution hairpin.
fountain, just got twice.
Nine seven five, you're clear to tow.
The car in front of us is now Cuppet, car number 999, and their rating is 1.5. P16. Alright Greg, the next car is Williams, car number 996, B license. The gap to Lipski behind is now 3.4 seconds. That lap time was 1:23.88. Okay Greg, your lap times are pretty consistent. looks like long. You're reeling, Williams in, the gap is 6.5.
Car 62, drive through for contact with car 311, lap 10.
That was at 124.24, sector 2 is 0.9 off the pace. There's an incident in turn 6. Looks like it's Bowman.
Thanks, mine.
That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel. That lap time was 124.50. incident in turn 11. You think it might be Bowman? The gap to 14th behind is now 2.5 seconds. That was at 123.66. Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace. There's an incident in turn 11. You think it might be Peacock?
No. Hey, sorry, I'm guessing I'm a bit too late. Yeah, I figured. Sorry, I don't have notifications on. Did you want me to come out, or you're all good? Alright, no worries, I'll head out to the office. Alright,
Last lap was at 123.83. Incident in turn 5. It looks like Cuppet. Car in front is Cuppet, car number 999, and their rating is 1.5. Bakiri is closing in. The gap is now 2.4. They're faster than us into turn 2. Gap to Cuppet in front is now 2.5. Spec, car number 15, is leading the race. There's an incident in turn 1, looks like it's Bowman. Your lap time was 1:23.58. Incident in turn 9, we think it might be Lipsky and Williams. There's an incident in turn 7, it looks like Byron. There's an incident in turn 3, looks like it's Stevens. Okay Greg, the next car is Byron, car number 351, and their rating is 1.0. Incident in turn 4, looks like it's Stevens. There's an incident in turn 11, it looks like Chaplet.
Thank you.
P12, one more lap to go. There's an incident in turn 11. We think it might be Adrian. Left side, clear left. P11, and there's the finish. Good result, mate, well done.
Did it finish? It's finished?
Yeah, it's the first race.
That's-
Just the
No.
I was P4. Somebody drove up on the side.
That's the end of the session. Looks out, P11.
Just track
Yeah.
for a start.
I was, yeah, so I qualified P9 and then yeah, I made it up to P4 because other people were making errors along the way. If you wanted to, I'll see if I can do it. I'll see if I can add you as a friend on iRacing, and then you can actually spot if you wanted to.
Yeah, I was going to say, it didn't give me an option to spot, so I was just joining a server under the watch. But
Yeah, okay.
if you add me as a spotter, I'll be able to see your actual consumption and data and stuff.
Yep. Okay, Josh Hilda 2, request friend. So if you accept
Am I
that,
Joshua or am I Joshua Hilda?
you are Joshua.
Yeah, with a H.
J-O-S-H-U-A-H, Hilda, H-I-L-D-E-R.
The track temperature is falling. It's now 21
Yep.
Celsius.
I don't know how there's someone with the same Joshua, but
Yeah,
I'm thinking I must have made an account years ago or something, maybe, but
possibly.
I've had this one for 3 years. How long till the feature race? What's the break?
We have 5 minutes. Well, less
Okay.
than that now because almost a minute and a half's gone.
Your pace and everything felt okay?
Yeah, would have been interesting to see what the tyre condition was at the end, but
Have you done all your fuel calculations and everything already?
no. I'm kind of just flying blind to a degree.
Yeah.
And hoping for the best. But yeah.
Is there any mandatory pits or anything like that, or
Yeah,
is it just managed
there is
yourself?
for the next race. So there's a maximum fuel load of 81.1 liters, I think.
Okay. I've accepted your friend request. And can I actually spot? Can.
Should be able to if you are. Let me put
Yeah,
you
it's given me the option now. I'm already in the session, so I'm wondering if it will be happy enough with me.
Cool.
So I assume you're doing the 81.8 to start with then.
Would imagine so, yeah. It seems to make the most amount of sense.
Yeah, I mean, it depends how many laps there are and
Yeah.
what your average consumption is.
Yeah, so what are we looking at? 48 laps. 48 laps. Consumption, so let's have a look. What was my consumption? Average consumption, let's have a look. 2.77 litres, but that's across all of the practice sessions, so the 15 odd laps I did in the practice session plus the 8 or so laps I did in qualifying. But let's just say 2.77 is the average. We'll work from that, I guess. So, just going to turn on streamer mode because I forgot to do that.
Race control, am I allowed to practice race starts?
It's gonna let me spot.
Yeah, you can.
You may have to go out and go
Sorry,
back.
could you repeat that?
Yeah, I've done that now. It's letting me in.
Yes, you can. So you can do practice start.
That's right. How many laps did you say?
Thanks, mate.
44?
48 laps.
48.
laps, yep.
And is it just the one mandatory pit?
Just the one. probably need to take tyres, I would imagine. But oh, that was what I was going to look out there. Does it give me anything on the tyre wear? Details. No set down. Yeah, because obviously I didn't get to pit at the end of the session. So, but in practice I did 10 laps and had about 89 on the front left, 93 on the front right, a bit less on the rears, so the rears were taking a bit of a battering, 81, 84, but that may have been before I started testing.
That's the end of the session, P11.
Yeah, so hard to know, but because
You probably need to take rears usually,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, the fronts may be okay. Alright, we're 55 seconds away from cracking on, so
Alright, cool.
I'll jump in the car and get myself
This is
mentally
loading up, yeah.
prepared.
Do you need spotting?
Look, his crew chief isn't necessarily perfect, so if you can keep me apprised of
30 seconds.
you can see, like if there's cars spinning ahead or anything like that, that would be ideal. So, but yeah.
On your does it have your average fuel consumption on your dash if I go in there?
It says fuel per lap on mine.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
I may need to ask you if it doesn't let me see
Track
it.
temp is 21 Celsius. The air temp is 20. Your tyres are cold, watch out. This will be a standing start. Okay, Greg, get ready. Green, green, green. Car left. Clear left. Left side. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Clear left.
Got a couple lengths, but he is having a bit of a sniff.
There's an incident here. Turn 8. Looks like it's Byron. Right side, clear right.
Yeah, unrealistic. Got a bit of a gap turn now, and he's got pressure from behind.
8th place.
Oh, he's hit the wall. No, that was centimetre perfect.
Race control, car 53. Lap 1, last turn hairpin.
He's back on you now, have another look. He's switching back towards the inside.
On your right.
Just coming up.
He's still there. He's still there. Clear right.
Well done. Yeah, no, for sure. inside. And he pulled out. I don't like what he's doing. Yeah.
351, permission to tow.
.351, permission granted.
Thank you.
Gonna have a go here, I think. You sort that out.
Car right, car right.
Oh, watch out!
Right side's clear, car right. Clear right. Oh, Greg. Come on, mate, defend your position.
Damage.
Left side. Still there. Hold clear left. V9. Come on, no more mistakes. Concentrate.
Copy 311. Car 996, drive through for towing without permission in race 1.
Been an incident behind. It's coming up on your inside now. Good exit. How's the car feeling?
Car left. Clear left side. Still there. Clear left.
Yeah.
Car left.
He's on your left.
Hold your line.
Still there.
Still there. Clear left.
Clear.
Clear left.
Car 15, drive through for contact with 311 on lap 3.
He's got the drive through. On your left.
Car left.
He's inside now.
He's still there. Clear left.
Clear. Might look up on the inside. He's backed out.
Clear left. Left's a clear left.
he's had a bit of a moment, and he's crashed out. He's done. He's dead. Yep. He also had a drive-through that he hadn't served.
Turn 1, it looks like Chaplet. Yellow flag. The next car is Long. Car number 64, and their rating is 1.3.
Glad crew chief got that one because I didn't see it. You got to me a clean air front and behind you now. So. Try and use this fuel before we use your fast repair, I guess, and fuel up. Yeah.
It's hard to think.
P8.
Yeah, okay.
Car 966 is Western Defer.
Tote granted.
Like we're probably
Turn 1. We think
going to
it
get
might be
29
Williams.
laps, which means we'll need to take on around 53 litres at this stage. Let you do your thing, you've got a healthy gap behind still. Yeah, similar behind to his teammate in front of you.
Alright, Greg, you're really long in. The gap is now 1.7 seconds.
Your pace is good, you're gaining on 7th at the moment. Fuel's actually looks like it's gone down and you're getting pace, so you're getting in your groove a little bit perhaps.
Race control, car 53, tow.
There's an incident in turn 1. Looks like it's Keycott. V8.
Car 53, tow.
Yes.
Yellow flag.
He's off. Yeah, he's gone into the offshoot.
Incident in turn 3. It looks like Williams.
Yeah, sorry, I was in the cockpit looking at your dash for a bit. I'm sure you can feel it, but your rears are looking a little bit shot. Teammate behind you didn't hurt. You don't need to worry about defending at least.
Incident in turn 9. We think it might be Harris. Yellow flag, watch out.
Yeah, he's not moving. Yeah, I think he's got moving now.
Okay, Greg, keep it nice and smooth. Come on, let the race come to us. E7.
You're quicker than this guy. I just don't know if you want to go for it or not. Yep. He at least seems predictable, so it's that. He really works on that corner. That's the one corner he really works at every lap. Get him, yeah. make it to the pit,
repairs
sir?
will be called in by the stewards.
Yep.
Car right, clear right. Car clear right. Pit lane speed limit is 64 kilometers per hour.
Well, unfortunately, we're still going to need
Box
more
in
fuel
5,
again after this.
4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Can we fill up here, or can we only take 80? Oh, we can
Front
fill up?
left, 83%. Left rear, 82.
So,
Mm,
yeah.
are you able to stop that when it gets too high? I've completely frozen out by the look of it.
It stopped itself. So,
Okay, good. Alright. Alright, awesome.
Track's clear. Push, push, push.
Someone coming out now.
Alright,
Got
Greg,
plenty of
the
room.
next car is Sketchy. Lipsky, car number 32. Their rating is 0.9. Got cold tyres, we need to get some heat into them.
They're up on you now. Remember, full tank. Yep. Oh,
There's an incident in turn 8. Looks like
very
it's
much
Byron.
Race control 351, permission to tow.
Covering 351 towed.
You've got plenty of room to bring him in.
P17.
I don't know how you are with your fuel, but conservation, but we need to find 4 laps, or else we'll pit again. I'll let you know if we come back into a window where you can push.
Just done a 123.34.
Interestingly, that's what happened with James during the Daytona as well. I got him to conserve and he started setting his fastest times. Yeah, I mean, I can see why you were tempted.
Well, I wanted to stay with you so I could
I mean, you've got good pace, so just keep focused and maybe a few others will bow out, but
P16.
running similar to second and third. P1's just put in an alien lap out of nowhere. Hayden Cuppet.
There's an incident in turn 1. It looks like Harris. The captain
He's about
P1
5 seconds
is now
behind you.
4.8. 1 lap ahead. You're reeling P15 in. The gap's now 12 seconds.
Your pace relative to the next 4 or 5 positions ahead of you is probably 0.7 per lap. Yep. Your fastest is 1.2. Okay. And in position ahead, and then the rest is pretty comparable. Made a position in the pits.
The gap to P1 behind is now 4.3. 1 lap ahead.
Gap to P1 behind, slightly less, but pretty similar. Gap to P15 on track 15 is coming down almost half a second to a second a lap.
P14, that's your best lap in this session. Okay, Greg, you're reeling Lipski in. The gap is 6.4 seconds. P15, that lap was at 123.74. Incident in turn 8. We think it might be Lipski. Yellow flag.
Yeah, stop,
Caution.
stop. It's a blind corner. Saw him on my track map, but could not see him. Camera angle. He's just clipped the wall again. He's blocked P1. Oh, he's out of the way now.
V14. The car ahead is not the cleanest racer. Champlet, car number 99. C license, and their rating is 0.9.
Next position's 22.8 up the road.
Fastest lap for Horat, 122.40.
Hayden's at about 3 now. Hayden's at about 3 now.
The answer
23 at the
behind
moment.
is increasing. It's now 6.8 seconds. P12.
Yeah, he's... no, he's not getting go behind you. I reckon he's probably got about 13 litres left of fuel. So... he should pit unless he really pushes to come past you.
Incident in turn 1. We think it might be Williams and Bowman.
Bit of a pile up in T1. We're all getting moving now.
Just done at 123.69.
Work with the fuel, we got it down to about 2.65 at the moment. Yeah, you've brought us about a lap and a half.
There's an incident in turn 6. Looks like it's Byron.
He's got moving again.
Gap to P1 behind is now 2.3, 1 lap in front. There's an incident in turn 9. It looks like Byron. Darian ahead is pitting. Okay, Greg, the next car is 6 laps behind. The driver in front of us is Darian, car number 31. C license.
I think P1 will pit the next couple of laps if we're
There's an incident in turn 1. It looks like Thomas, the leader,
yeah, he's just
pitting P11.
Yep, our maths are spot on at the moment. What about, did you get a slow down there or?
Caution T1, caution T1.
Yeah, 217, quick toe.
Nice for a toe.
217, you're clear to tow.
Yep, there's nothing around in here toe. You've increased your fuel consumption a bit.
P10. There's an incident in turn 1. It looks like it's Lipski.
Yeah, we still need to find just under 3 laps. Or else we're splashing and dashing.
Okay, Greg, the next car is 1 lap behind. The driver in front had a lot of incidents, bear it in mind.
Your fuel usage against your lap time though is quite good.
New fastest lap for Curry, 121.71.
He's getting low on fuel, he's got like a lap left at most. Sitting that lap. Now with this guy ahead, we just assume he'll get out of the way, we don't need to message him or anything.
P6.
Everyone's pitting now. I think they're doing about 2.8,
Turn 1. I
2.9.
think it might be Bakiri.
Brought it back down to where you were before. You're at 2.65. We can bring it down to like a 2.6, 2.55. It's probably a good time now to decide, are we going to keep trying to do that, or do we want to push and splash and dash? Yep.
Your lap time was at 1:24.10.
Yep. Looks like most people are around the 2.7 to 2.8, and you're sitting at 2.65, so doing what you can. Yeah, I know. I don't know if Scott's pitted yet or not. The rest, I think you're pretty good on. Yeah, you brought that right down. And at 2.6, it's good.
Okay, Greg, you've got half your fuel left.
It may not pay off yet. I'm waiting to see if Scott pits or not. He's currently 5 seconds behind. Yeah.
That last lap was at 1:23.78.
That doesn't seem like full fuel to me. If he was fuel to the end, he'd have to have 40 odd litres, 45 litres, so. This may not work out, but you've definitely done a very good job. You've brought us another almost two laps now. $16. Currently got about 14 laps of fuel. We needed 4 laps of saving, and you've done 2 laps, which is honestly better than I thought that we'd be able to get out of this car. No, I think it was Mark. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like we'll probably have to pit with 3 laps to go. He's within a second now.
There's an incident in.
351,
You think it
permission to
might be
go.
Byron?
So 351.
It's for position. This is Scott, so it's for position.
Yellow flag.
Yeah, I cannot see it. I can't see anyone ahead of you. Yeah. No, not too much. We're gonna have to pit regardless.
Car right. Hold your line. Right side's clear. P6.
Yeah, well done. Managed to not lose him. But you didn't really lose anything letting him pass there. We might get some draft.
Incident in. Turn 10. Looks like it's long.
We're gonna say, Greg, you've done well. Brought it down to 2.55.
Car ahead is Stevens, car number 51, and their rating is
Every lap we do
2.1.
lighter than them anyway and get a little bit further along. So it's more of an opportunity for them to fuck up as well. I think we pitted at P17, right?
That lap time was 1:24.34.
This is a great stint. Oh, it's so dicey. You need to save 1.5 at the moment. That's your best lap yet.
That was a 123.81.
The exact number, yeah, 2.52. So we're going to need, at this point, we're going to need to pit at lap 46. Add 6 litres and run.
There's an incident in turn 6. It looks like
Yeah, he's inside. I don't think we take tyres.
Gap to Stevens.
Even rears. I think you're
You're
doing really well on these.
That time was 124.29. There's an incident in turn 7. It looks like long.
Yeah, I think we're past it now. We need to be at like 2.3.
Alright, Greg, we're at the halfway point. We think about 6 laps remaining on this tank.
Yep. Should around 8. I think what we can do, probably afford to push a little bit more, and we'll still pit with 3 laps to go. Even if you feel safe now, you're probably only going to pit with 2 to go. So yeah, we've got about half a lap in it, so I think you could probably. Oh, they're going to say with your fuel conserving, you were very consistent in your laps. Very consistent. You know the rough time lost for pitting on this?
Incident in turn 6. It looks like it's Curry.
Race control, request to tow.
Car 89, tow granted.
I'm going to put 8.5 litres in, and we've still got 6 laps before we pit.
gap to Stevens.
Yep.
Ahead is now 6.2 seconds.
Just crash. Yeah.
This is good. Keep banging out them lap times. E5.
Used as fast repair. Yep. Yeah, you're in a good spot. You got the road to yourself at the moment.
You've got about 4 laps of fuel left.
Flirting with 2 and 3 laps left.
Keep it up.
It's very funny. Yeah, the last few laps have been a bit out there. I mean, it's not a danger contest.
Car 53, towing
Got
without
about
permission
3
to
laps
drive
of
through.
fuel left. Your last lap time was at 123.57.
Got a few that have had to pit twice, so hopefully that means we've gained some positions.
There's an incident in turn 1. We think it might be Bakiri.
That's good for us. We're on pace with the leaders at the moment.
The gap to Stevens. Ahead is now 8.2 seconds. Okay, Greg. There's a car exiting the pits. Heads up.
Watching the pit exit here.
Only 2 more laps of fuel. You've just done a 123.10. That's your quickest lap in this session.
2 laps till we box. We currently got 5 laps left in the race. We were very close to stretching it out another lap, but it's not worth it.
The next car is 5 laps behind.
Ooh. Regardless, bloody impressive. You've saved what, 7 laps now, almost. Hard to tell for sure, but I think maybe P9.
Race control, car 51.
751.
Can I get blue flags, please?
You've only got to fuel for this lap. Sector 1 is 0.45 off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.1 off the pace.
Clear.
10th off the pace in Sector 3. In this lap, box this lap, please, Greg.
Moving. Yep, let's come in this lap. Yeah, you'd almost done enough to get yourself another lap. You were bloody close. Yeah, I've revised that. 8.5 at the moment. Might go 9 just to be safe, I think. Box.
Watch your speed. Box in 300 meters. Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now. Front left, 68%. Rear left,
Go.
69.
Is it going? Come on. I think you're going to get P9, sorry. I think
Watch your mirrors, there's a car approaching.
this is what I calculated. Care.
Blue flag.
Yeah, leader behind.
Okay, Greg, the next car is Darian, car number 31. C license. Blue flag.
Yep. He's coming up on you now. He's passed. Clear.
989, requested tow.
Yeah, 989, I heard that go. So,
I think the pit window for refueling will open on lap 45.
Right, we've
On
got
lap
2.5
47.
position behind. Ignore him. The bloody Aussie crew chief, ignore him. Might be drafted. It's alright, you didn't fuck it as much as Simon, so you're still 3 ahead.
E9, only 2 laps of fuel left.
Just remember your tyres are a bit old now. You're not going to get the exit you want. You're pulling away from P10, so real good. We do have a little bit of draft here, I think, from Hayden, so it's not good. Yeah, you've got an extra second on P9 now, P10 now.
You reel in Darian. The gap is now 3.2 seconds. Okay, Greg. Pit
You
window
pull it
open.
in P8. I don't want to get your hopes up, but
There's an incident in turn 10. Looks like it's Williams.
yeah. He's moving. Yep.
You've used half your fuel. Last lap. We're setting the pace.
Oh,
Right, that lap was at 122.56.
This is really good work here behind Hayden. Just watch care ahead. Care. Correct. His teammate. He's only got a second on you, and I think he might be carrying damage. Nah, it's not worth it, hey. Let's bring it home, I think. Yeah, Hayden's looking after him. 100% he is, yep. Which is the team thing to do. Yeah. Very well done.
P9. Okay, that's the finish. Well done, mate.
Awesome recovery.
Just annoyed at myself. That could have been a
Yeah, you were looking at maybe... No, you're right. Yeah, I think P3.
if I hadn't have been it.
P2, yeah, P2, P3, I think, if you hadn't binned it. Yep. But you did bin it, and then you came out at 17th, and you clawed your way back to 9th. So, yeah, very good. Very good. Not having the tow was great. And really impressive lap time during fuel conservation as well.
I actually really like this track. I do better as street circuits, which is funny because when it comes to F1, I hate street circuits.
Very well done. And I mean,
Look out for the pit speed limit. Box in 300 metres. That's the end of the session.
you were copying it a bit at the start.
Box in 5, 4, 3,
Look at
2.
that. Remaining fuel, 1 litre.
Box now.
Yes. There you go.
Calculation from my crew chief.
Left front 68
Yeah.
Celsius.
Oh,
Right
well,
front
that was
62.
very
Left rear
hard.
66. Right rear 62.
Yeah.
Rewarding though, I think.
Look, yeah, absolutely. Definitely.
Take P9 any day of the week.
Ah, whew. Yeah, I mean, it could have been better, but you know, I've only got myself to blame for
I
that,
mean,
so-
well, at the end of the day, your times, you could have got P2, P3, but who's to say you wouldn't have got stuck behind a car for another 10 laps, burned your tyres, gone through, like, there's a lot of other things that could have happened
yeah,
without taking purely time lost in
yeah,
pits and the extra refueling.
I wonder whether could I have backed it off
Give the push.
a lot more.
I don't.
If I'd done
think
like
so.
if I'd able to get it down to 2.4,
Yes, mate.
you know, and maybe could have eked out those extra couple of laps. I guess the question would have been what risk would we have been at?
Yeah, well done,
for,
podium boys. Good racing on this track, being consistent.
I think your gain is P6 at best. Like,
yeah,
if you had done that. But you also could have chanced running out of fuel.
yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But I guess P6 would have been better than P9, but
Yeah.
well, I mean,
We didn't look to save enough early on. Like when you were fuel saving, I thought, saving a bit, but it might not be enough. And then you really kind of, I don't know, got in a groove or switched on. The car was getting lighter too, and you were saving more and more. If we had been around those numbers at the start, yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, well done, everyone. That was super fun night of race.
No, old mate still had fun. Even
Yeah, thanks, guys. That was a great night.
All right, well.
Yeah, good racing, guys.
No worries, job done.
Yeah.
So you have a sprint in the main race every week, do you?
Yeah, sprint in the main race every week on a Monday night. So next week, where are we next week? Next week we are. So it's Long Beach this week. Next week.
It also pushed me to buy the track because I've been umming and ahhing a bit about buying the track. So
I love Long Beach. It like I said, it is so much fun. I've had some of my best races at Long Beach, like from an outcome perspective. So I was not last year, year before, racing in another league for Porsche Cup, and I was in the amateur class, but I managed to get the amateur class race win at Long Beach. Just through being consistent, keeping it out the wall, and these cars are really hard to handle. Like the Porsche Cup is a challenge. Like it's a challenge to drive because it doesn't have much aero. You don't have TC like you do in the GT3R. It doesn't have ABS, so you're basically driving something very similar to this, but these are just loose cannons. So you kind of
I struggle with these the Gen 3s. Heap of fun, but I struggle. Funnily enough, I struggle just being on the right hand side of the car.
Yep.
Because in Sim, I'm so used to it, like the left side.
Yeah, 100%, and that's the biggest challenge I think for going from a left-hand drive car predominantly, like that's what we drive. 95% of the cars that we drive are left-hand drive in Sim. Except for the prototypes where you're sitting pretty much central, and obviously the Formula cars where they're all single-seaters, so you're sitting in the middle as well. But the vast majority of the cars on the service, they're all left-hand drive. So you kind of got to get used to swapping over to what technically from our perspective is a more natural seating position for driving a car. But from a brain perspective, when it comes to actually switching your brain across to think about that fact that you're now sitting on the right hand side of the car, and so the distance between your side of the car and the wall is very different to the distance it would be when you're sat on the other side. So you've got to kind of try and adjust for that. So there's a few times there going through when I was in practice, and I think I might have even clipped it once might have been in the first race, the wall on the exit of the fountain, because I just didn't adjust my car enough to make it through without touching it. Because
Yep.
normally when you're sitting on that side of the car, you can run a lot closer. So it's quite a different challenge. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
there's
found running the Gen 3 on Bathurst very difficult because I everything I drive on there on left hand drive,
Yep.
you get really used to your margins. Even even though you're changing, even with different cars, different grip levels and speeds, you still kind of have that feel with the FOV on your setup. And then as soon as I get in the Gen 3, I've almost pinballing because I'm used to, my eyes being in a certain part of the track going through a corner, and very unforgiving on Mount Panorama.
Yeah, yeah. In Mount Panorama as a circuit's not very forgiving, just more generally speaking. But
Yeah,
I
that's
have
it.
so I haven't tried this car yet on at Bathurst. Now that was the other thing I was going to say to you. So we do have with this series two endurance events. One being at Sandown and the other one being at Bathurst. So they're going to be a very different different beast when it comes to that.
Sorry, were
'Cause
they endurance, were they?
yeah,
Or
they
yeah,
will be
yeah.
endurance. Yeah. So much longer races than this. So I'm just saving the replay. Where were we? Where are we? Long Beach, round 3. MCV8. Yeah. Now, where are we racing next week? We are racing next week. Where are we? Where's the season info? Come on. Pre-qualifying series info. Here we go. So we are. Where are we? No, that doesn't give me the dates. That just gives me the calendar. Click on the right thing, dumbass. All right. So we are at Oran Park next week.
Yeah, right.
So, and then we have a break because the Bathurst 12 hour itself is on, like the actual real world Bathurst 12 hour is on that weekend, on February the 3rd. So people will be off to Bathurst. Then we're at Belle Isle, so another street circuit, another one where I've actually done quite well in the past. And then we have February 16, Sandown qualifying. That's the same weekend as the OSR Bathurst 12 hour. So I'm going to have to balance those two things around so that I can do the qualifying, because qualifying is on the Sunday night, and then the Sandown 200, so 200 kilometers. I assume it's not 200 laps. I'm assuming 200 kilometers. And then we go to Chicago, so another street circuit the week after, and then the week after that we have the Bathurst qualifying on the Sunday night, March 2nd, and the Bathurst 400. Again, I'm assuming 400 kilometers. So it should be interesting. I think there was a bit more info in here somewhere. So what does it say here? Endurance race nights. Endurance round qualifying. Top 10 shootout take place on Sunday night, day before the race from 7 p.m. So we should be well and truly done with the OSR Bathurst 12 hour. The 16th. That's the OSR 12 hour. Yeah, because the iRacing 12 hour is on the following weekend from memory. So yeah. So anyway, that's what's upcoming. So if you're happy to be available on a Monday night and crew chief / spot for me, super welcome.
Yeah, I mean, barring and the child needing my attention or something,
Yep.
usually good. When does it start?
So
Was it the
you're
Sprinter 8 or?
so you're Queensland time.
No,
No,
I'm Melbourne.
Melbourne time. Melbourne time. Okay, Melbourne time. So
Currently 10 p.m. I think we're half an hour behind you, or are
yeah,
we an hour and a half at the moment?
no, half an hour ahead. You're half an hour ahead.
Half an hour.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. So it's not
Yep.
just gone 9:30 here. So yeah, so it started at 7:30 my time. Yeah, so 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's reasonable. Generally, I have the daughter in bed by then. These, what do you call it? A new age co-parent. So
Yep.
I
Yeah.
usually finish work, I cook dinner,
Yep.
not the traditional finish work and and I'm free sort of thing.
Crack open the beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
no, it's not me.
no.
I enjoy my cooking and stuff, but yeah, generally she goes down around 7:30ish my time. So pretty good.
Cool.
Pretty good unless yeah.
All right, awesome.
But no, it's fun. I enjoy it.
Yeah, thanks. And I enjoyed having you there because, like I said, I doubt I would have had the same outcome without you.
Yeah, good.
Because I would have.
I mean, I wish I had spotted a couple of things. There was a couple of times I'm like, I can't see the car stop. So I just started relying on my track map, seeing if they're moving or not a bit more just to be sure. Because there's a couple of them like, yeah.
What view were you watching from?
I was switching between a few, but I think I need to adjust the cam a bit on the I had the far chase, but the angle was quite yeah, it wasn't a very good angle. It was looking almost bird's eye too much. So I need to play around and try and come up with a better angle looking ahead.
So the angle that we use in I guess when we're doing the endurance events is minus 50 and 10. I think it's minus 50 and 10, and that works pretty well for most tracks.
Okay.
Yeah, because it kind of pushes you far enough away from the car and gives you enough, I guess, horizontal view to be able to see what's happening ahead on track. So that's the one that we use, and it works quite well. So definitely worth
cool.
having a crack at that and seeing what it looks like.
Yeah, especially while I don't have happy pedals at the moment.
No.
I ended up actually sourcing my own load cell.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was kind of lucky that as much as I don't love the guys at Track Racer, one of the cockpit builders there, they had a spare one out of one of their builds. So it's actually quite. Didn't realize this with the Husing belts. They have different load cells depending on the color. So their original sprints have one load cell. Then the Athronsite, or however you say it, which is the ones that I have another load cell, and then the blacks have a different style again. So essentially the same load cell, just housed different. But yeah, so I was just lucky enough that I could get one. So I've fitted that today, tested them. They're kind of working as they should, but they're still just not for me. And look, I knew that buying them, I got them cheap, and that's great. I can now say that I've tried the Husing belts, and they're just not for me. I find that no matter how, sorry, go.
I was just gonna say, so what is it about them that you
There's
find?
no real progression for me. I'm finding that even if I put a bunch of preload, the initial uptake is quite loose, and then from there what are they called? The dampeners, they're elastomers, sorry. The options that come with it are either extremely soft and then abruptly end, or they're really quite tough and you have to really push through it. And what I look for in pedals is I want a consistent sort of feel up until around 70%, and then I want it to get kind of, I guess, hard, but not a full stop. So then I can modulate above that 70% easy enough, because I don't really need to modulate under that. I can then trail it off. Where these, I've played around with all the different bloody setups that you can with it, and I think for me, what I'm realizing is I want a pedal that has elastomers and a spring, where this doesn't really have a spring. The only purpose of the spring in this is just a little bit of preload.
Yep.
There's no where with the CRPs, as much as it's pissed me off that they died so easy, had a really awesome progression kind of feeling. You knew when you got into the brake, and it very slightly increased in resistance until about that 70%, and then it compacted, but you could feel it, like that last 30%, you could really feel it and modulate it and trust it.
Yep.
Well, I can't trust these. Like, yeah, right now I can go to where I think is 80%, and I might be at 70, or I might be closer to 90. Um, yeah, just not for me. And I understand that that's 90% chance that that's a me problem.
Yep.
But the throttle is amazing. That's what I'm so upset about. But the brake is what I need. Like
Yeah.
the thro-
Yeah. 100%. You've got to be happy with the brake that you've got, and you've got to feel comfortable with it. I'm so with the BJ Sim Racing pedals that I'm using. I bought there's a I guess call it a upgrade for the pedal that replaces the initial elastomers that you get with it, and so I got that for Christmas 2023. My other half bought that for me for Christmas, and I'm not sure what it's actually made from, but essentially it's you basically take out most of the elastomers and just put this thing in, and it gives it a much nicer feel. So under pressure, it kind of does to a certain degree. I think it does what you're sort of describing that you want, where you kind of you've got a nice bit of, I guess, ease in it at the earlier braking points, but then as you sort of get to that top end, you've got to start pushing harder to continue to get the braking. So
Yeah.
I quite like it.
Yeah, and that's what I want. You want to feel it. You don't want to like hit that kind of point, and then if you go for more, it's just like a clunk, like a stop. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So this
And then
basically, I can't push this in and get it to clunk at all. Like I'm sitting here now just pushing down as hard as I can on the thing, and I'm just getting resistance back. So
yeah.
Now, I don't know how long
Yeah, I think
that's going to last, and I'll imagine at some point I'll have to get it replaced. But
I was going to say, but the thing is, if it's working as it is, if that eventually goes, it's something that you can replace, and it's something you can, And I'm just on my pedal journey at the moment. I think I'll look. I've managed to pick up a pair of SRPs off a friend who just upgraded the CRP2s.
Yep.
I'm going to bolt them up and see how they feel, and if that can get me through till I can decide what I'm going to do next, then good, because I'm a little impatient. I just want to race and I just want to have fun. So I'm super close to just pulling the trigger and buying P1000s from Simbrigs, because they're 45 minutes up the road. But
I still think
I'm not sold.
I think you'll be disappointed in the investment, to be honest, from what I've heard, what other people have said.
Yeah, similar. So then I'm looking at these V&Ms.
Yep.
There's a pair of tuned ones from Racecraft in WA. The only reason why I haven't pulled the trigger is they're $1,300.
Yeah.
So
the other one,
for me, there has to be a forever.
You're in Melbourne.
Yep.
I don't know whether VRS do anything shop front wise at their warehouse.
No, I'm friends with one of their drivers, so I could potentially look at that. I know that I could go to his house and try them.
Give them a try.
Yeah.
I tried. So originally they were the pedals I was going to get, because I tried them out at the Melbourne Grand Prix. VRS had a stand at the Melbourne Grand Prix this 23, and
Are they going to have it be that I was there this year? Whereabouts was that? I go Fangio stand every year.
Yeah, okay. So they were in the what do you call that bloody area? It's like like an exhibition hall they've got there in the space
in the middle, or
behind the pit straight grandstand. So
that's Fangio, so that's right. Yeah, right.
So yeah, I couldn't remember what the name of the bloody stand was.
I didn't. I did see a couple of sims set up, but I generally, when I go to the F1, I don't go to the
No,
sims.
so
It's-
generally the sims are set up for the F1 game. No surprise
yeah.
there, but no, there was an exhibition hall. They had a whole heap of it was like a STEM setup. So there was some electrical stuff.
Oh, I did see. I did see. I didn't go in. I did see the STEM tent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was where VRS were. They were in there, and they had a couple of sim rigs set up with their pedals and their wheels. And yeah, at that point in time, I was looking for some new pedals because my Thrustmaster T3PAs had started to pretty much die at that point. Literally, it was quite funny actually. The last race that I did with the T3PAs was that race at Long Beach that I mentioned before in the Porsche Cup where I got the class win. I was literally having to stand on my brake pedal to make the bloody thing work. I was exhausted at the end of that race. Like literally I was spent because to get the car to brake I was having to stand on the pedal. And I had my BJ Sim Racing pedals here. I'd had them, but I wasn't going to set them because they'd arrived like 2 days before the race, and I was like, I'm not going to set them up because they're not going to be ready for that race. I'll set them up after the race. But yeah, I was because they were starting to fail on me quite a bit before we went to Melbourne for the Grand Prix, and then yeah, we happened to wander in, and VRS were there with their thing, and I got to try out the pedals, and I was like, yep, I want these. And then when I got home, went to buy them, they had none in stock in Australia.
They're currently no clutches in stock. I'm looking,
Yeah.
but they got the throttle and brake. I don't
Yeah,
need the clutch.
Nah. I waited 3 months, and in the end, it was like, nah, I've got to pull the trigger because the T3PAs were just dying. And so yeah, I bought the BJ Sim Racing pedals through Pagnian. Got them on sale at the time, like I said, like $8.99. I think it was I paid for them, and yeah, I've been happy as
That was for the 3-pedal set.
3-pedal set, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
The VRS, I didn't realize are only $779.
That's just for the throttle and brake.
Throttle and brake,
Yeah.
yeah. Clutch is $270 odd, but I don't need the
No,
clutch.
I mean I don't use the BJ Sim Racing clutch either. So I've just got a 2-pedal setup, so the clutch just sits over on the counter. One day I might be convinced to learn how to do
some heel and toe and
heel and toe.
yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how I feel. At the moment, I just want to get better at doing what I am doing without adding complexity in. So, but
Yeah.
anyway, I suppose
Now VRS is something to look at. Hey.
Sorry, say again.
I said now VRS is something to look at. I see they got a 3-year warranty as well, which is kind of I like that idea.
Yeah, and because obviously they've got support here in Australia, it's less problematic. Sometimes some of the pedals you have to buy from overseas, and you kind of, well, what does that mean for warranty and return and cost and all of that? And while the BJ Sim Racing pedals do come from Spain, Pagnian are the local distributor, and so they do all of the warranty support and everything. So if I have issues with these, I just go back to Pagnian.
Yep.
Although I suspect my warranty's probably close to expiring now. Probably.
I know VRS have been good with their warranty. Dano's had a couple times now.
Yeah.
Where his throttle springs actually snapped, but they've overnighted a new one to him.
Yeah. Springs. Eventually they're going to wear, right? You put a lot of pressure through them. Eventually they're going to fail. You can't expect them to continue to do the same thing over and over and over again and not.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think he's easy on his pedals.
No, probably not.
No, their Daytona went similar to yours. They were in the top split with Max Verstappen, etc.
Nice.
They got punted a few times. I think they finished P14 in the end. So I think you guys technically did better.
Yeah, we did. We finished P11. P11.
Oh wow! Last time I checked, it was like 13. Okay.
Yeah, no, we finished P11. yeah, it's so frustrating because we were actually we were on pace with the, I guess, the cars in P2 and P3. Certainly not the car in P1. The car in P1 was just on another level. Like their fastest lap.
Maybe the GT3, and then they got binned out. There was a pest in our lobby. Car number 33. He was just taking cars out left, right, and center.
Yeah,
But
right.
luckily, not us.
I didn't actually look at so which split were you guys in?
I think it was like a 2K. I don't know. I didn't actually look, if I'm honest.
I'll have a look. I'm just have a look also which we were
I don't
in.
think
split
I think
we
it was similar to everyone's SR because they didn't gain a
so
whole lot.
we were in split 9. So were you guys in split 10 or split? Let's have a look. No, you weren't in split 10. Let's see, were you... Oops, that was done with me. Just clicked on the wrong thing. Were you actually in the split ahead of us?
Wouldn't have thought so.
No, because you finished P4, right? Yeah?
Yep. Yeah, P4.
Okay. So was it split 11 then? Yeah. No, not split 11 either. Split 12?
Getting worse and worse.
No,
Series
not
results.
split
We
14.
won't say.
Split 13.
I'll check
No,
14.
yeah, it would have to be 14 unless you were even further up. Nope.
No, it was even further.
You must be further up. Well, there's only 14 splits.
No, there was there?
Yeah, there's only 14 splits. So you guys must have been higher than us. Okay, split 7. You guys in split 7. Alright.
No, there was more than 14 splits, right?
Well, I'm only seeing 14 on the results.
I think there was 18.
It's not giving me a second page.
We're looking at Daytona, Sunday 19th. Yeah, 18 splits.
Oh, okay.
And we weren't in 18, so let's check 17. No.
Surely you weren't that far down. Am I looking at the right thing? Surely I'm looking at the right thing.
16.
Yeah, 1730. Yeah, that's definitely the one. Why am I only seeing 14 splits? Well, actually,
I'm not sure.
Sorry, if you... Because you were only in the session as a... so
No, I didn't enter the session at all because I didn't want to risk screwing up.
So you wouldn't have
I
screwed
was
anything up because you would have just gone in as crew, so it would have been fine. But okay, so
Ash literally was just changing the screen, doing what I wanted from via Twitch. It's really fun. We're having a good laugh.
Surely your combined the combined high rating shouldn't have been that low, surely. Because split 14 is 1010. Hang on, I can actually.
No, it would have been higher than that. Strength of field. Okay, am I looking at the right thing? Because I've got split 14 is strength of field 1483. Daytona 24.
Hang on. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Daytona 24 official team series multi-class. Are you looking at the 6 o'clock session?
No, that'll be it.
Yeah, okay.
Oh wait, 3 a.m. I'm looking at. Sorry, that'll be it.
So you want to look at the 6
I can only go to 11 p.m.
11 p.m. Alright.
Doesn't let me see that. The one before that.
Have you got it up on your... You sharing your screen with me?
No, I'll do that now.
Okay. And then I can have a look and see what you're...
See what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah. Alright. 2025. So if you click in the drop down, Sunday, January 19, 2025, okay, 11 p.m.
So if I go across, it gives me the 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh, we started Friday, right?
No, Saturday.
Saturday. Sorry, Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right then.
Click
Saturday 11th.
click on the week 1 drop down. What do we get there? That's only week 1. Okay, scroll further down. Keep going. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, this one.
Saturday
Oh yeah,
devastated
here we
2
go.
p.m.
Yeah, I
Is that
think
13
we're
or 14?
some of the strength of field. Sorry, some of our I rating was like 8 or 900. I think it was
Yeah.
Ben or Dan.
Ben or Dan
Was 8 or
were
900?
both that low, I think, yeah. But
Ash was like 15. I
so
would have thought we were around.
I'm just going to the sheet, GT3, because
Oh, here we are. Yeah, full center. Wait.
No,
Did
that's
they change it? Oh, why has it
what?
got bronze?
Ah, of course. That's why I wasn't scrolling down far enough. You got 3rd.
They've changed something. They've upped
Yeah.
it to 3rd.
Somebody got disqualified.
Yeah, who was it? It'll show us. Disconnected.
Yeah, it'll be
Doesn't say who it was.
so if you got disqualified, you would go to full laps.
Oh, actually, also, I think it was half fast with the guys in front, and then now, where are they?
Go right to the bottom because they're probably right at the bottom.
No,
So look through all the disqualified. Is that what that says there? Disqualified.
disconnected.
No. Further up, red in red. Right. Yep.
Ah,
Trauma team
Trauma
racing.
team.
Trauma team racing.
Why were they disqualified? Not fair, or not fair sharing, or something?
Quite possibly.
Oh no, they only did 85 laps. They got disqualified.
Oh, okay.
So it has to be someone that's done.
Yeah, but why did they get disqualified at 85 laps? Yeah, okay, that's interesting. So yeah, so
Unless they did something at 85 laps to get disqualified, because I didn't see any DQs during the race.
yeah, okay. So that's interesting.
So negative.
Um.
We should tell the boys
Oh yeah,
probably.
100%. That we need to celebrate that. That is amazing. So it was split 14. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Split
So
14.
I was because when I was looking
Wait,
at
14 or 13? Sorry.
it,
What? Go back. I think I clicked on 13. If I'm
13?
honest.
Okay.
Let me check. Yep.
Yeah,
13.
yeah. Okay.
Split
See,
13.
we're in bottom split. That's that's amazing. That's
I
amazing.
wonder who. Do you reckon it was then that got disqualified then instead of penaltied afterwards? Because I believe we had ahead of us. That's right, Racing Revolution. But we had who was it? It was 696 and Half Fast Racing, which seemed to be just gone. Half Fast Racing and Project 696, which seemed to just be completely gone, and they were on either side of us.
Wow.
And I know that they had definitely had a penalty at one point because the boys were worried that they'd already pitted. And I said, no, they didn't pit. They just drove straight through the pits and their fuel wouldn't allow them to finish. So that's why they were like, P5. I'm like, no, P4. And then Ash lost it with 4 laps to go. They pitted and we got P4. Yeah. Okay. P3. Good work.
P3, yeah. I can't. I was gonna type in and tag them, but it looks like Nick's deactivated the the team.
Stop being so efficient, Nick.
Yeah.
Or no, it's here. You just haven't typed in it for a while, maybe. You mean the Daytona 24?
Yeah.
Oh, deactivated the tag,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, I get.
deactivated the.
We can tag
the
them
apps.
individually.
Yeah. So we got Ben, we've got Dan, we've got Sean, we've got Adam,
James, Ash.
and Ash.
Did you do Sean already?
Yep, so I've got Ben, Dan, Sean, Adam, James, and Ash. That's everyone, and obviously you already know.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Okay, awesome.
It's average lap time 150. And that actually puts us on 0 laps behind P2 as well. So we're on the same lap as P2. Wow. Only 12 laps down on P1. That's cool.
There we go. Alright, I suppose I better go and think about bed.
Enjoy.
Yes, I will.
Oh.
And so
All right.
So the race, this race, doesn't get broadcast live. It gets broadcast on delay. It'll probably be Wednesday night. So if you wanted to watch it back from the outside perspective and probably see the first race, well, one, you can go and check out the stream because you can see it from my perspective in the stream, but that I've been running tonight. But yeah.
Was I on TV? Were we live on the Full Send channel?
We are live on the Full Send channel. We're still live because I haven't actually entered it yet. So,
yeah. All right.
anyway,
No worries. I'm lucky I'm safe for work. All right. No worries. Yeah. Good work, and yeah, congratulations to the boys.
Yeah. That's amazing. So.
All right.
Well, thanks for your support. Appreciate it.
Talk to you soon.
And have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your night.
You too. Bye, mate.
Bye. And thank you, everybody who tuned in. If you've tuned in to watch the race, appreciate you being here, and hopefully we'll be back again next week to do this all again. Thank you.